What is good, Ninja? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to the PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Today we have some great topics for you guys, but I wanted to make sure that I got all of the news up, especially catching up on a few things that you might have missed, especially with all of the Mario plus Rabbids and Resident Evil talk and everything that's been going on. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Phantom Trigger has been confirmed for an August 10th release on the Nintendo Switch. This is coming from the official Tiny Build Twitter account. Here's what they had to say. Hashtag Phantom Trigger coming to PC and hashtag Nintendo Switch August 10th. The full trailer you can see right here, and you can wish list it on Steam as well. Link in the description below. So we did know about this game coming out around that time. I think Go Nintendo got early word of that, but it's good to see that we have an official confirmation from Tiny Build, and I'm looking forward to this game. It's kind of like a Hyper Light Drifter style of game. I know I played Mr. Shifty and I got a review code for that, so hopefully I can get a review code for this one, show it off on stream. And if you guys are interested in picking up this type of rogue title, you can pick it up on your Nintendo Switch next week, August 10th, worldwide, as far as Europe and North America. Alright, and moving on to the next article here. A French retailer has listed Aragami Directors Cut for the Nintendo Switch. So French retailer FNAC, not sure how to pronounce it, has listed Aragami Directors Cut for the Nintendo Switch. Aragami, which was developed by Linceworks, first launched for the PlayStation 4 and PC in October 2016. Merge Games published a physical release of the PlayStation 4 version and are also listed as the publisher for the newly listed Nintendo Switch version. The FNAC listing does not mention any additional elements included in the Nintendo Switch version of the game. Here is an overview of it via the Steam page. So, about: you are Aragami, a vengeful spirit with the power to control the shadows. You've been summoned by Yamiko, a girl imprisoned in the city fortress of Kuyuru. Embark on a dark journey full of blood and secrets to discover the truth about Aragami. Infiltrate the occupied city of Kuyuru with your supernatural powers and fight light with shadows. Uncover a story about twin souls bound together by destiny that surpasses time and memory. Here are the key features. Embrace the shadows. Create your own shadows to become invisible. Teleport from shadow to shadow while you hunt down your targets. Use a wide array of shadow powers to creatively dispatch your enemies. Choose your playstyle. Multiple paths to beat each scenario and approach every situation. Play as a merciless emissary of death or an unpredictable ghost. Your story, your choices. Become Aragami. Kaiho, the army of light, and rescue Yamiko, the mysterious girl that summoned you and that is the key to your existence. So this is actually looking like a pretty hype game, guys. I watched quite a bit of gameplay and read some reviews, and it looks like a pretty decent stealth game. Looks like some type of spiritual successor maybe to Tenchu back in the day on the PS1 and the PS2. So if this game does come to the Switch, which it looks like it is going to be coming to the system, I'm definitely going to try to see if I can get a review copy or pick it up, because it seems like a type of game that I would love to play. I love ninja games, obviously. It's like the whole thing of my channel. I love that type of stealth gameplay. I was a big fan of the old school Metal Gears, or I wouldn't even say old school, but Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. I loved those games. So if this game can kind of, you know, channel some of that stealth that I've always liked, in addition to like Tenchu and some of the other games out there, and Ninja, I think this is going to be a great game. So if you've played the game on the PS4, the PC, let me know how it is. What do you like about it? What do you think they can do better in the game for a potential sequel at some point? Or what do you feel that Nintendo Switch owners are going to like the most? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the next article here. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle was inspired by Advance Wars / Fire Emblem titles, and they wanted to move on from party games. This is from a US Gamer interview with one of the producers of the game, and here's what he had to say on the matter. Quote, "We have a lot of inspirations. We knew about Advance Wars, about Fire Emblem, so this crossover with Rabbids and Mario was pushing the limits of what we could do with strategy RPGs. The discussion we had with Nintendo was that this is only something you could have done with Rabbids, because you're breaking the rules of what we're potentially able to do with Mario." That's actually super funny. "You know, we wanted to turn a page on what we did so far with the party games. We felt it was enough. Doing all those games every year was a fun multiplayer experience, We felt it was time to do something with a bit more content, deeper, and a gamer's game or a gamer game. So I absolutely love what he said here as far as the small snippet. You can check out the full interview, links in the description below. Now, I talked about this before, that they were always making the Rayman Raving Rabbids, they're making party games, and yeah, you might bring in some new people. Yeah, those games are kind of fun and multiplayer and all that, but I think it was time. He's exactly right. It was time for them to do a little bit more with the Rabbids game. It was time for them to take that franchise and kind of get it out of the joke status that it became, because outside of Rayman Raving Rabbids 1 and 2, people just started considering that as shovelware and a joke. That's the thing. And even back when Raving Rabbids came out, it was unique, but there were still some issues here and there. They never really improved upon that, and the game seemed to get worse. Now with this game, notice how he said that, like, hey, you're kind of like bending the rules as far as what you can do with Mario. Obviously what he's talking about is guns, shooting people, and all of that. And I would have to agree. I don't think Nintendo would agree to this type of game with arm cannons and blasters with Mario and all that if it wasn't Rabbids, if it wasn't something that was known for being goofy and being dumb and silly. There's no way Nintendo would have it if it was like a more serious tone of a game, but it's Rabbids, it's spoofing, it's parody. I mean, like, you guys saw the trailer there, like the guy was roasting Super Mario games in the past and everything like that. So I'm expecting big humor, I'm expecting lighthearted fun, I'm expecting to be able to play this like seriously by myself or with the co-op partner right there local. I'm expecting there to be a lot of depth based on what we've seen here, good levels, some replay value after you beat the game, plenty of stuff to collect, and that's exactly what this game seems like. They have the warp pipes and the super jumps and the melee attacks and all the different weapons that you can collect and blast people. It just seems like it's a real gamer's game, and that's what I always wanted. That's what I thought the Rabbids could develop into. I thought that they'd maybe develop into more of a gamer's game at some point, maybe put in with Rayman, but hey, I'll take anything at this point because they are somewhat kind of funny, and it's cool to beat the crap out of them. I think it's really cool to beat them up, and I think that they picked like the perfect balance. Okay, you have them and they're dressed up as you. If they were not dressed up, the game wouldn't be as impactful for me. The fact that they're dressed up already shows, okay, there's some comedic value to the game. And then on top of that, you look at the Rabbids that you're shooting and everything, and yeah, they're dressed up in weird ways too, and they're singing and they're doing all sorts of stuff like that. So to me, they picked the right balance of trying to get people who hate the Rabbids because, hey, you're blasting them, but also people who like the Rabbids because they're dressed up, plus Mario fans because, hey, you've got Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and Yoshi. So I mean, that's awesome too, right? So I think they just kind of hit every single chord, and I think this game's going to do very well. I talked about it beforehand. I feel it's going to sell over 1 million units fairly quickly, and I think Ubisoft is going to have a hit on their hands, unlike what came out before on the Nintendo Wii U last generation, where they kind of struggled with a lot of their ports from other systems. This is a completely unique game, built by them, inspired by other games like Advance Wars and Fire Emblem. Obviously has the Mario machine behind it, has Nintendo behind it. So I think Nintendo's going to be a lot happier with the results of this and make a lot more money than they did with something like Zombie U or something like Assassin's Creed or games like that that kind of came out. And while nice, not necessarily speaking to the Nintendo fan base out there, whereas this one completely talks to the Nintendo fan base. You're talking about Fire Emblem, you're talking about Advance Wars, you've got Mario, and the Raving Rabbids game actually did. And the Raving Rabbids games actually did really good on the original Wii, Raving Rabbids 1 and 2. Those did really good before things kind of like went downhill. So overall, I think you've got all the aspects there for a hit, and we'll see what happens with the game because it's launching on August 29th. So that's a big day for Nintendo and obviously for Ubisoft. But yeah, are you guys going to be picking this one up? Let me know in the comment section below. And what is your favorite aspect of the game so far when it comes to Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle? Is it the weapons, the team attacks, the super jumps? Let me know about all of that as far as how you guys feel. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. It really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also make sure you check out our Patreon page, pledge any tier. We entered in to win some awesome prizes each month. In addition to that, we have Discord voice chat and $10 prize each shop tournaments for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2, and more. So support PE Live and PE Arena right here on PlayerEssence. Also make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you ninja for the next video. Peace.